Beloved soul, welcome into this sacred and chosen moment. You did not arrive here by chance, and these words did not find you without divine reason. Heaven itself has guided your steps to this message, because the angels have something urgent they must speak directly into your heart. Do not walk away. Stay with me until the very end, because something powerful is already moving in your direction. There are two people in your life right now who care for you more deeply than you have fully understood. But beloved, one of them carries a secret, a truth so significant that when it finally surfaces, it will shift the entire landscape of your world. Heaven wants you to know what is happening before confusion takes root, and before your spirit becomes entangled in what it cannot yet clearly see. Before we go any further, I want you to move in faith. Take a moment and write in the comments right now, "I believe in God," or "I love God." This is not simply a comment, it is a declaration of faith. When you speak these words aloud, you open your heart and your spirit to receive divine wisdom and heavenly direction. Faith is activated through declaration. And if this is your first time joining us, welcome to Angel's Whisper. This space was created for divine messages, angelic insight, and prophetic understanding. This is a place where truth meets the heart directly. I invite you to subscribe, turn on notifications, and remain connected, because every message shared here is designed to guide you closer to God's truth and God's perfect plan for your life. Beloved, the angels are speaking with urgency now. The first person thinks of you every single night. Their heart speaks your name like a prayer that only heaven can fully understand. Every quiet thought they carry is centered on you. Even in the stillness of an empty room, you are present in their spirit. They do not love you casually. They love you with the kind of love that does not require permission or announcement. It simply exists, steady and sincere, waiting for the right moment to be fully known. The second person also feels a powerful pull toward you, but their love is wrapped in secrecy. There is something they are deeply afraid to reveal. Their heart beats faster whenever your light comes near them, because they understand that once the truth surfaces, everything between you will change forever. They have been carrying this hidden weight for longer than you realize, and the burden of it is beginning to crack the surface of their silence. You have felt it, haven't you? That strange and unusual tension between two completely different energies moving around your heart. One that feels pure, safe, and familiar, like home returning to you after a long journey. And the other that feels intense and magnetic, almost disturbing your peace, yet impossible for your soul to simply set aside. These two souls have been present in your life across many seasons. One comes from a promise written in heaven. The other comes from a lesson that has been carefully concealed beneath the disguise of loyalty. Stay with me until the end, because what you are about to discover will surprise you. Write in the comments right now, as an act of faith, "I am open to God's truth." This declaration guards your spirit and opens your eyes to what heaven is preparing to reveal. One soul prays over your peace in the quiet hours when no one is watching. The other hides behind a warm smile while carrying a confession that burns within them. They both love you in their own way, but only one love was chosen by divine design. The other's affection was born from something deeper and more complicated, from regret, from a decision made long ago that they believed you would never uncover. Their care appears like loyalty on the surface, but beneath it rests a truth that is trembling on the edge of being revealed. You may be wondering why your dreams have felt crowded lately, why you wake in the middle of the night with the sensation that someone whispered your name across the distance of sleep. It is because both souls are reaching toward you in the spiritual realm. Each one is trying to make contact with your heart first. One sends peace, the other sends confusion. One blesses you in silence. The other tries to bind your energy so that you cannot clearly distinguish what is real from what is performance. But now, beloved, the divine wants you to see everything clearly. Heaven is not content to allow you to remain in confusion any longer. Declare this in the comments right now. God is revealing truth to me. Let this be your agreement with heaven that you are ready to receive clarity. There is a mirror moment approaching very soon in your life, a spiritual crossroads where truth will no longer remain hidden in the shadows. The one who truly loves you will speak words that quiet your inner storm rather than stir it. The other will reveal who they truly are through a sudden slip, a truth spoken unintentionally, or a move that does not match the words they have been offering you. Watch closely, beloved. Heaven is carefully arranging the moment where you will finally see who is real and who has been offering you an imitation. You have been feeling it, haven't you? That push and pull within your spirit. The sudden wave of joy that dissolves into confusion without warning. The warmth that unexpectedly shifts into coldness. It is because both individuals are fighting in their own way to remain present in your life. But destiny will only make room for one. And the one who truly loves you is about to be unable to keep their truth hidden any longer. Stay with me until the finish, because that revelation will arrive like slow thunder rolling gently before a holy rain. Beloved, there will soon come a moment when someone you least expect will look directly into your eyes and tremble. They will open their mouth to speak, and their voice will falter. That is when the hidden truth will begin to unravel itself. What they feel for you is real, but what they have kept concealed will test your spirit and challenge your understanding of everything you believed you already knew. You will not need to fight them. You will not need to force a confession or press them into a corner. The heavens will take care of that on your behalf. The secret will reach you at the perfect time, and when it does, you will finally understand why you had to wait so long for clarity. You will see that the waiting was not cruelty. It was preparation. Hold on, beloved. Do not walk away. Stay with me until the end. The one whose spirit is pure will bring you peace, not pain. The one who carries secrets will soon reveal what has been hidden behind their smiles. The universe is preparing a moment where masks fall away and hearts are fully uncovered. One confession will set you free. The other will surprise you so completely that your entire understanding of love will be transformed. Declare this boldly in the comments. Heaven is fighting for my clarity. Let this truth become your shield. Something powerful is waiting for you, beloved. Something written long before time itself began. Two souls love you, but only one was written in your book of destiny by the hand of God Himself. The truth will not harm you when it comes. It will release you from every chain of confusion that has kept your heart from moving forward. The divine is preparing the final act of this season. Stay until the end. The discovery is far closer than you realize. My beloved soul, you have no idea how many times heaven has watched those two energies moving around your heart like stars pulled by opposing forces. One shines brightly with honesty. The other retreats into the shadows. Every look, every message, every silence you have experienced lately has carried signs that your spirit was trying to read. Heaven wants you to read them clearly now. The pure soul's love flows gently, like morning light entering softly through a curtain. It does not need to prove itself with performance or grand gestures. It simply is what it is, steady and true. The other carries a restless fire. Their affection feels overwhelming at times, almost as if they are trying to escape something within themselves. That is because they are. Deep inside them lies a secret that has been pressing against the edge of being revealed, and they have been struggling to keep it contained. Stay with me, beloved, because this next truth will change how you see everything. There was a recent night when you felt your soul being drawn towards someone for no reason you could explain. That was not coincidence. Heaven was allowing you to sense what is already happening in the spiritual realm. One soul was praying for your protection. The other was seeking forgiveness without ever saying it aloud. You may have dismissed that strange feeling as simply a passing mood, but it was spiritual contact. It was your God-given intuition speaking directly to your heart. Do not turn away. Stay until the end. Write this in the comments as your declaration of discernment. I hear God's voice above the noise. This declaration sharpens your spiritual sight and quiets the distractions that try to keep you from seeing clearly. Soon, a conversation will begin unexpectedly. It may seem small at first, perhaps a message sent at an unusual hour, or a sudden call that catches you off guard. But within those words, the truth will begin to shake everything. The one carrying the secret will avoid your eyes. Their words will stumble because their soul knows it can no longer maintain the weight of what has been hidden. The divine has reached the point where masks must fall. Hold on, beloved. Stay with me. Your heart has remained strong through storms you did not even fully understand while you were standing in the middle of them. You gave love without demanding conditions. You believed in people even when you had reasons to protect yourself instead. And now, beloved, heaven is responding to that faithfulness. The real one, the one whose name is written beside yours in God's plan, will begin to show small and unmistakable signs of truth. Kindness that cost them something real. Words that carry the safety of sincerity. Timing that feels impossible yet somehow perfectly arranged. You will feel the difference between someone who stays near you out of fear of losing you and someone who loves you from the deepest place of their soul. Do not turn away. Stay until the end. The hidden truth is not coming to break your peace. It is coming to guide your heart toward the one who was always meant for you. That secret will surface not through conflict or confrontation, but through a divine unfolding. Perhaps a forgotten message discovered at exactly the right moment. Perhaps a sudden confession that arrives without warning. Or even a dream so vivid and so real that you cannot set it aside when morning comes. And when it happens, you will finally exhale freely, because the fog that has been clouding your spirit will lift like morning dew after rain. Hold on, beloved. Stay with me. This is your turning point. You are standing right now between two feelings, one fading, one glowing. The fading one taught you strength you did not know you carried. The growing one is about to show you what peace truly feels like without effort or explanation. What honesty looks like when it is no longer hiding behind fear or silence. What love becomes when it is no longer weighted down by secrets and competing loyalties. Do not look back when clarity arrives. Do not resist what heaven gently removes from your path. And do not resist what heaven has chosen to send toward you in this new season. Something immense is waiting for you beyond this truth. Something so sacred that when it arrives, it will feel as though you have stepped into the life your soul has been quietly dreaming about all along. Stay until the finish. The truth is very near. And when it comes, you will finally understand why heaven allowed you to wait this long just to be loved in the right and complete way. My precious heart, the truth you are about to discover will not break you. Write this in the comments with confidence. I am strong enough to receive the truth. Let this declaration seal your readiness in the spiritual realm. It will strengthen you. It will free your heart from the silent confusion you have been carrying far too long. What you are feeling right now is not simply emotion. It is energy aligning itself with your divine purpose. Two souls still move around you. One carries peace and sends it toward you quietly. The other carries weight, the burden of what they have not yet spoken aloud. The peaceful one watches you from a distance, sending quiet prayers for your safety and your joy. The other stands closer, speaking sweetly, performing warmth. But inside, something is deeply unsettled in them. They can sense that heaven is moving. They feel the shift approaching. And they know that what they have been hiding is only moments away from being brought into the light. Do not turn away. Stay until the end. The clock of truth is ticking, and you are only moments away from receiving what was meant to stay buried, but could not withstand the hand of God. There is a reason you have been receiving mixed signals that confuse your heart and exhaust your mind. When the pure soul touches your spirit, you feel a calm stillness, as if your heartbeat falls into harmony with something greater than you. When the other connects with your energy, your thoughts begin to race, your peace scatters, and your intuition whispers persistently that something is not right. That is indeed speaking, beloved. That is wisdom. Heaven is using your own feelings as a living message, guiding you to sense the difference between what is real and what has been carefully constructed to appear real. Soon, something unexpected will happen, a moment that pulls a mask away without warning. It may be a phrase that slips out before it can be caught. It may be a name spoken where it should not have been mentioned. It may be a silence that arrives at precisely the wrong moment. But whatever form it takes, it will cut directly through the illusion and show you clearly, without room for confusion, who has been genuine and who has been performing. Hold on, beloved. Stay with me. The divine truth is closer than you think. You will notice this shift in your very next real interaction. The true soul will look at you without hidden intentions, only with open respect and quiet sincerity. The other will study your reactions, trying to cover their nervousness with humor or charm or distraction. But this time, your spirit will see past the surface, because the divine is no longer allowing confusion to remain near your heart as a permanent resident. What you once believed was a great loss will actually become your greatest freedom. What feels in this moment like an ending is quietly preparing itself to become your most sacred beginning. Stay until the end, beloved. A true conversation is coming, not a rehearsed one, not one full of carefully chosen words designed to manage your perception, a real one. It will not arrive at the moment you expect, but when it does, your spirit will recognize immediately that it was divinely guided to you. The one who truly values you will not retreat or make excuses. They will simply show up. They will speak gently, not with polished words prepared in advance, but with truth that reflects itself through their eyes before it ever reaches their lips. And in that moment you will understand what you have perhaps forgotten. That love was never designed to confuse you. It was always designed to heal you. Wait, beloved, stay with me. Because when this unfolds, your life will begin to find its balance faster than you have experienced in a very long time. Your energy will shift. You will begin attracting peace instead of struggle. The right soul will step forward with openness and clarity. The one holding the hidden truth will slowly step back, not because of hatred or conflict, but because honesty can no longer support the act they have been maintaining. Heaven is closing that chapter with great care, making certain that your heart does not suffer from the same kind of wound again. Hold on, beloved. Stay with me. Something beautiful is being constructed behind the scenes where your human eyes cannot yet reach. Two souls cared for you, but only one was courageous enough to love you with complete honesty. And that is the one heaven is keeping for you. So keep your heart open, keep your faith steady, keep your spirit in a posture of readiness. Because the message that is about to reach you will not only reveal who truly loves you, it will also show you clearly why you were protected and preserved through everything you endured to arrive at this moment. Declare this in the comments right now: I am ready for God's best. Stay until the end. The miracle is already approaching. My chosen one, the energy surrounding you is shifting even as you receive these words, because the divine is aligning hearts, exposing intentions, and separating truth from what has only been wearing truth's clothing. Stay with me, because what comes next will move your soul in the most sacred and unexpected way. There are moments when love can be felt before it is ever spoken. That is the nature of the connection you share with the true soul. They do not need many words to communicate what lives in their heart. Their silence itself speaks a language your spirit already understands. Meanwhile, the other soul, the one who has been carrying the hidden truth, has begun to feel the weight of what they have kept concealed for so long. They sense that the universe is closing in on them. They feel that their secret is only moments away from stepping into the light. Do not turn away. Stay until the end. Something powerful is waiting for you, beloved. Soon a choice will appear before you. Not a choice made with the calculating mind, but one made from the depths of the spirit. One path will feel gentle, welcoming, and deeply calm, like arriving somewhere you have always belonged. The other will seem exciting on the surface, but will quietly drain you from within. That contrast is your sign. Heaven speaks through peace. The pure soul will never rush you. They will never disturb your inner stillness or demand more than what love naturally and freely gives. But the one hiding the truth will begin to feel panic rising in them. They will over-explain things that were never questioned. They will react to things that do not require reaction. They will try far too hard because they can feel you awakening. They know your spirit has begun to see what your eyes once missed, because heaven has removed the veil. Hold on, beloved. Stay with me. You will soon receive an unexpected message. It may arrive in the late hours when the world grows quiet, or it may come at the exact moment your thoughts have turned toward them without invitation. That message will carry unmistakable meaning beneath its words. If your spirit grows lighter when you read it, it is from the one who is truly meant for you. If your heart tightens with unease, that too is your answer. Heaven is revealing what was hidden. Do not turn away. Stay until the end. You have walked through enough seasons to recognize what is real and what is reflection. The divine did not guide you through difficult and painful moments to make you bitter. He guided you through them to make you wise. You are now stepping into a chapter where that wisdom becomes your most powerful asset. The hidden truth is not arriving to harm you. It is arriving to elevate you, because after truth comes clarity, and after clarity comes a peace so deep that it quiets every storm that once kept you awake staring at the ceiling in the dark. Stay with me. When this news reaches you, breathe. Do not chase. Do not struggle against what is unfolding. Do not force anything into the shape you imagined it should take. The truth will stand firmly on its own, because truth does not require your assistance to remain standing. Heaven is asking you only to allow everything to unfold naturally, because what is leaving your life is not love. It is a distraction that was never meant to become a permanent residence in your story. And what is entering your life now is something sacred, something that will feel like coming home. My dear child, receive this as your divine confirmation. The true soul loves you more than words have yet been able to fully express between you. They carry no secrets. They hold no hidden intentions. Only sincerity lives in them toward you. Their presence will feel like calm water arriving after a season of storms. And the moment you truly recognize them without the fog of confusion standing between you, your heart will finally find the rest it has been quietly searching for. That is when destiny takes its rightful place in your story. So hold on, beloved. Stay with me until the end. The coming days will reveal everything that has been kept from your sight. Truth will no longer remain comfortable in the shadows. What was hidden will step into the light. What was missing will find its way back to you. Two souls loved you, but heaven has chosen the one whose name was written beside yours long before you were born. And when you finally meet them in complete truth, without masks and without secrets standing between you, you will understand with absolute clarity why heaven was not testing your heart through all of this. It was protecting it. And now, as the final piece settles into its proper place, you will begin to see that real love does not beg to be trusted. It does not perform loyalty to convince you. It simply exists there, pure and steady and unwavering, available to you without condition. Hold on, beloved. Stay with me. The genuine soul is drawing closer to you with each passing day. They are being prepared to meet you in complete honesty. When their path crosses yours again, everything will feel different from anything you have known before. There will be no overthinking required, no chasing, no lingering doubts, just a quiet and unshakable knowing that this is the love heaven always intended for you. My beloved one, your spirit has journeyed through many storms to arrive at this place of peace. What was false was the lesson. What is true is the reward. And as you step into this sacred new chapter, you will feel heaven's approval, whispering that you endured, you waited, you believed when believing was difficult, and now the moment you trusted God for has finally arrived. So stay with me until the very end. The next sunrise will not simply bring a new day. It will bring a truth that transforms every tear you cried in private into a story of extraordinary strength. Two souls loved you, but only one loved you with complete sincerity and without hidden cost. Heaven is about to reveal which one, and when it does, you will never again doubt that God was watching over your heart through every season of waiting. Beloved soul, the angels are now speaking to you about what you should do if you discover that the one you have loved is divided. His heart may feel genuinely connected to you, yet his attention and loyalty remain shared with another. This is one of the most difficult emotional places to stand, because everything you feel urges you to hold on, while your spirit quietly but persistently asks you to seek God's will above your own desires. The first step is always to bring it to God in prayer before you bring it to the man. Too often, beloved, people rush toward confrontation without first receiving clarity from heaven. When you pray first, you allow God's wisdom to shape your response instead of your pain or fear shaping it for you. Type this in the comments now as your shield. I will pray before I speak. This declaration invites heaven into your response before your emotions take the lead. The second step is to ask God for discernment, not simply for what you desire. Desire says, I want him because I feel deeply connected to him. Discernment says, God, is he truly meant for me? When you submit your emotions to God and wait for his answer, he straightens the path before you and removes the blindness that attachment can create. Discernment is what protects you from confusing the depth of your feelings with the direction of your destiny. The third step is to establish clear boundaries. If he truly loves you, then that love must be demonstrated through consistent action, not simply declared through beautiful words. You are not called to compete with another woman for your rightful place in someone's life. Boundaries are not punishment, beloved. They are clarity. They communicate with quiet strength. If you love me, show it by choosing me fully and without hesitation. If you cannot choose, then I cannot remain in this position of waiting. Declare this boldly in the comments. I deserve clarity, not confusion. The fourth step is to observe carefully what happens when you step back. If he truly sees you as his covenant partner, he will not risk losing you without responding. He will make changes. He will remove distractions. He will pursue you with intention. But if he drifts further away when you create space, receive that as God's answer. Love that is truly yours will always move toward you, not away from you when tested. Counterfeit love often disappears under pressure, while covenant love rises with greater strength. The fifth step is learning to release in faith when God says no. Letting go does not mean you never cared deeply. It means you trust God more than you trust your own emotions to lead you correctly. There is a time to hold on and a time to release what heaven is asking you to set down. If God is closing this door, it is only because another door is already waiting to open, one that leads directly into covenant. Type this declaration with courage in the comments. I let go of what is not mine. This is not surrender born from weakness. It is surrender born from deep trust in a God who sees what you cannot yet see. The sixth step is to wait in wisdom rather than in fear. If you release what was not yours to hold, do not allow panic to whisper that love will never come again. Isaiah 40:31 reminds us that those who wait upon the Lord will renew their strength. They will rise up with wings like eagles. Waiting is not rejection, beloved. Waiting is preparation. God uses the quiet seasons to heal what has been wounded, to strengthen what has been weakened, and to prepare your heart to fully give and receive the love that is already on its way. The seventh step is to remember your worth every single day. The angels are whispering this truth over you right now. You are not an option. You are not a backup plan that someone reaches for when their first choice fails. You are chosen for covenant, not for competition. You belong to God, and what belongs to God cannot be permanently assigned to confusion. Declare this now in the comments. I am chosen, not an option. Let this truth settle so deeply into your spirit that no amount of mixed signals or divided loyalty can shake it loose. The eighth step is to release control of what only God can arrange. You cannot force someone to love you completely. You cannot press someone into choosing you with full willingness. Real love is never forced, beloved. It flows naturally and freely when it is genuine. When you release your grip on the outcome, you create the space for God to work in ways that your effort alone could never achieve. If He is truly yours, He will return with clarity written all over Him. If He is not, God will bring someone who chooses you without hesitation, without confusion, and without making you wonder where you stand. Heavenly Father, we lift up every beloved soul receiving this word right now. We thank you that you are a God of truth and not confusion, a God of peace and not turmoil. Lord, strengthen every heart that is navigating divided love right now. Give them the courage to walk away from what is counterfeit and the patience to wait for what is covenant. Heal every wound that comparison and rejection have left behind, and replace every scar with an unshakable assurance of their worth in your eyes. Guard them from manipulation, Lord. Protect them from the heartbreak of investing deeply in what was never fully theirs. If this man is truly meant for them, bring clarity, loyalty, and covenant alignment quickly. If he is not, remove him gently but completely, and open the path toward the one you have already prepared. Cover their destiny partner wherever they are right now. Prepare both hearts for holy love, faithful love, and love that lasts far beyond what either of them could produce on their own. Let their union become a testimony of your faithfulness and a blessing that flows to generations not yet born. We seal this prayer in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen, beloved soul. After prayer and surrender, the angels want you to understand what comes next in this season. Many people believe that the moment they release and trust God, everything will shift instantly. But beloved, God works in seasons. A seed does not become a tree overnight. Your covenant love is being grown carefully, intentionally, and with wisdom that surpasses your understanding. Do not mistake a quiet season for an empty one. God is working even when you cannot see movement. He is preparing the one who is truly yours. He is removing what does not belong in your story. He is strengthening your spirit so that when the right love arrives, you are ready to receive it without fear, without old wounds distorting your vision, and without the weight of past confusion muddying the waters of something pure. Beloved, the angels also want to speak gently to something many people quietly carry but rarely speak aloud. It is the fear of being alone. Sometimes people hold on to divided love not because they truly believe it is right, but because the thought of waiting feels unbearable. The enemy uses this fear to keep good people trapped in connections that were never designed to last. He whispers, "What if no one else comes? What if this is the best love you will ever receive? What if you release this and end up alone forever?" Beloved, those whispers are not from heaven. They are lies carefully designed to keep you small, afraid, and willing to settle for less than God's best for your life. You are never truly alone when God is with you. He sees you. He rejoices over you. He is not finished writing your story. So do not allow the fear of loneliness to push you into the arms of confusion. Declare this with courage in the comments. I am never alone because God is with me. Let this truth replace every fear that silence and waiting have tried to plant in your heart. The angels are also speaking about emotional healing right now. Because, beloved, some of you have been hurt before. Some of you have loved deeply and lost. Some of you have been promised things that were never delivered. Some of you have waited for a man to choose you and watched him choose someone else. Those wounds are real. That pain is completely valid. And God sees every tear you have cried in private in the dark when no one else knew you were breaking. God does not rush past your pain. He sits with you in it. He heals what is broken. He restores what was taken. But healing requires honesty with yourself. You must allow yourself to feel the grief of what did not work out, rather than running immediately toward the next connection to numb what still hurts. Rushing from one unhealed wound into a new relationship only transfers the damage into new territory. God wants you whole before He sends you your covenant partner. He wants you healed, not simply distracted. So if you are in a season of healing right now, do not interpret it as punishment. Interpret it as preparation. God is not withholding love from you. He is restoring you so that you can fully give and fully receive the love that is already on its way to you. Type this in the comments as your declaration of healing. I am being made whole for covenant love. Beloved, let the angels also speak to you about prayer as a daily practice in matters of the heart. Prayer is not only what you do when something goes wrong. Prayer is how you remain aligned with heaven's direction in every season, including the peaceful ones. When you pray daily over your love life, you invite God into every decision before you make it. You invite His wisdom into every moment of confusion before confusion has a chance to take root. You keep your spirit sensitive to His voice, so that when He says move forward, you are already positioned to move. And when He says step back and wait, your trust in Him is strong enough to obey without needing every answer explained to you first. That kind of faith, beloved, is what protects your heart. That kind of trust is what keeps you from settling. And that kind of relationship with God is what ensures that when covenant love finally arrives, you will recognize it not just with your heart, but with your spirit. So stay connected to heaven, stay connected to this space. And remember that you are not walking this journey alone. Heaven is watching, heaven is working, and what has been written for you cannot be stolen, cannot be permanently delayed, and cannot be destroyed. It is already yours. And in God's perfect timing, it will arrive with such clarity and such peace that you will wonder why you ever spent a single moment afraid that it would not come. Beloved soul, you are not an option. You are not a question. You are a covenant answer, carefully prepared and set apart by heaven for a love that will not make you compete, will not make you question your worth, and will not require you to shrink yourself to fit inside it. That love is already written. It is already on its way. And heaven itself is guarding it for you until the appointed moment arrives. If this message has spoken directly to your heart today, like this message as a step of agreement with heaven, and if you have not already done so, subscribe to Angel's Whisper so that you can continue receiving these messages of divine guidance, clarity, and truth. Type boldly in the comments right now, blessed and ready, because you are blessed. You are ready, and heaven's best has already been prepared and set apart for you, beloved soul.